This Darren Mullings after Yatetown 2, Uxbridge 0. Must be very pleased with that performance, Darren.
Yeah, like I said, really pleased. I thought it was a fantastic performance all round, really. For our defensive structure was really good. Shut them out to minimal chances, really. I say that I thought we didn't particularly start great. The first 10 or so minutes, it was a little bit like a basketball game. The game was really open for both teams, probably. But as it settled, I thought we gained a lot more control. Played on the front foot. We got lots of bodies forward in and around the box. I thought we had danger as soon as the ball went out wide. I thought we created a number of opportunities, and it's something we've looked at and worked on in recent weeks. So yeah, really pleasing result. To get another clean sheet, to get back to winning ways at home, especially not to get ourselves 2 goals, and especially for James Ollis as well to start that tally now to that sort of a goal scoring streak hitting the back of the net. But long may that continue, really.
It's good to have the whole squad back as well, and you look a really solid unit now.
Yeah. That we still have a couple of niggling injuries which we're trying to manage, but I'm sure it's like every other team in this league. And yeah, we're really pleased where we are as a squad at the moment. Everyone's round to go. There's a lot of competition for places at the moment. We've obviously brought a couple of bodies in the last few weeks for that reason, really, to make sure people are performing at the top level. We've got games coming thick and fast Saturday and Tuesdays, and it's difficult, but we have to manage the squad, and we have to at times share the minutes and make sure everyone's ready to go when they're called upon. And I'm sure even myself, when I'm a player, you want to play every week, you want to play 90 minutes week in, week out, but we have to manage and make sure we select the team on not just on merit as well, but to make sure they're fit and raring to go. So yeah, that's obviously difficult decisions for myself and the rest of the management team. But yeah, we're in a good place at the moment, off the back of a decent result, but very good performance at Poole to back it up today. We're really pleased.
Well, you're on 30 points now. I know the next game's always the most important game, but have you got yourself a target for where you think, well, we get that number of points, we'll be safe?
Yeah, we've got a target. We've had a target all season. That we'll keep the target to ourselves, but we're working towards that. We're working hard towards it, and obviously those targets can change during the season. So look, we're just focused on the next game. That's all we can do. Obviously every week is tough. Every opponent you play, whether you're home or away, is always a difficult game. They all pose their own problems and threats. So we're just focusing on ourselves. We're not worrying about what's going on around us. We're not looking at the table. We've got that target in our head, and obviously the more games we win and the quicker we do it, the better it is. So yeah, we're just focused on that, really. We're not looking any further than that.
And just credit to players from both sides, because it's not exactly been a beautiful afternoon to play football, being very wet and a little bit breezy at times.
Yeah, look, it's really difficult conditions. We were against the win in the first half, and as you could probably tell, it was difficult to get out. They pressed us pretty high and put us under pressure to make us kick it long, and it was difficult at times, but we had to adapt, and I think that's where we're at as a group at the moment. We are able to adapt, make better decisions, when to play, when to maybe play forward a bit quicker. But I thought when we did play today, even like I said, the conditions were difficult. I thought there were some really good moments of football, especially in that middle and final third, to try and open them up and create chances. So like I said, I was really pleased. I think, like I said just then, our ability to adapt to the moment is key. So yeah, like I said, long may that continue.
Well, there's 2 games on the road now, Farnham on Tuesday night, and then Berkhamsted, which is quite a long journey, on Saturday. Then there's a run of 3 games at home, so there's a lot of football to be played in the next few days. Yeah,
plenty of football. Yeah, we knew they were coming thick and fast, and there's a quick turnaround for Tuesday. There's a lot of effort and work's gone into today's performance, so the lads need to recover quickly and make sure they're ready for Tuesday's game. It'll be another tough one. I think they're the only team we haven't played yet this season, so we know about them. We've done enough analysis and research on them, and I'm sure we'll do even more again between now and Tuesday. But like I said, the focus is on us. I feel like if we can perform and play to the structure that we're asking the lads to play for, and breathe off the confidence and the performances that we've recently had, we don't go fearing anyone. We haven't all season. So yeah, we'll go there with a game plan. We'll hopefully go and get some positive performances and results, and see where that takes us in the next couple of weeks.
And it's nice to see Olin Jenkins. He was at the game today. I mean, 2 weeks ago he was in hospital now, and it's good to see him recovering.
Yeah, great to just see him recovering. He was here the other week against Manor Farm, I think it was, and in good spirits and looking well, which is positive. So yeah, he's still about. He's I think he's itching to play. Is always a difficult one, concussion, because it's not like, you know, a different type of injury, more of a regular football injury you might have when, you know, you might be out for a couple of weeks and you can't play. The concussion one's difficult, but it's one you have to follow. We have to safeguard him and make sure he's okay in the long run. There's a bigger picture to it, so we have to follow the process. It is a very long process. There's stages to it, and it can also go backwards as well, depending on, you know, how he gets through each one. So we have to be really patient with him, and there's a couple of other injuries as well we're kind of monitoring at the moment and making sure we can either get those boys back fit or get them recovering and in the rehab as quick as we can as well. So yeah, there's a lot going on, but yeah, like I said, the squad's in good spirits, and most of them are in good health as well. So yeah, let's see where it takes us.
Well, thanks for your time again, and all the best on Tuesday night.
No worries. Thank you, Bob. Cheers.